1 in 7 or 11 million children live in households without consistent access to adequate food. I was one of them. I spent most of my childhood and adolescence not knowing where my next meal would come from. My parents were refugees who fought ruthlessly to provide for my sister and I. However, there were times, unfortunately, frequently, when there just wasn't enough. So for me, my school meals were more than just free lunch. For the past 5 years, I've dedicated my life to empowering others through a plate of food. I'm a nutritionist. I'm not a doctor. I'm a chef. My name is David Phu. I'm 37 years old. I'm a first-generation Vietnamese-American chef from Oakland, California. I'm an Emmy-nominated filmmaker, top Chef Alumnus. Don't watch it. I did make it past the first round, by the way, and a cookbook author, so watch out for that. And I use education and information that's available to me combined with unique experiences in food to democratize good food. I strongly believe that everyone has a human right to unlimited access to a nourishing, healthy meal. In doing so, it has taken me into San Quentin prison to cook with incarcerated men via Quentin Cooks, to cook 3-course meals for under-resourced families via Farming Hope in San Francisco, to cooking with matriarchs in Vacaville High School in a cafeteria kitchen. Can I get a count of hands? And please keep them up for people who ate school lunches K through 12. People who have children who benefit from school meals from K through 12. Or know someone who has benefit from school programs. Pretty much the entire room, right? Subsidized school plate, the true cost. We have milk, we have fried chicken, some frozen green beans, some frozen corn. Well, that looks like a biscuit. The true cost. Obesity. The percentage of children and adolescents affected by obesity has more than tripled since the 1970s. Nearly 1/5 of school-aged children have obesity. Obesity costs the United States healthcare system $147 billion a year. That's with a B, not an M. Individuals with obesity are higher risk at hypertension, cholesterol, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, certain cancers, and even early death. Diabetes is already known to disproportionately affect ethnic and racial minority population families with socioeconomic challenges. Type 2 diabetes is a chronic disorder that affects the body's ability to regulate, use, and process sugar. Without treatment and control, it can cause heart disease, nerve, kidney damage, impaired vision, and other irreversible damage to organs. Diabetes is the most expensive chronic condition in our nation. $1 out of every $4 in the US economy is spent on caring for people with diabetes, and that cost is $237 billion. Once again, that's with a B. $237 billion. Environmental degradation, another cost of subsidized meals, school meals specifically, are food products that are infamous with the triple threat of soil degradation, water contamination, and air pollutants, rooted from intensive farming practices that have proven their potential to disrupt entire ecosystem, costing trillions. Farm to school movement. For me, that's a solution. In May of this year, I was invited to Richard's Ranch, Nevada City, organized by Nora LaTorre, Eat Real Certified. That's my friend over there, she's gonna go next. With a beautiful group of school food leaders, including California Department of Food and Agriculture, with the goal of tracking climate change and food insecurity through the state's school meal program called Farm to School. In this meeting, our group committed to sharing our resources and supporting the Farm to School movement, resulting in $130 million of school money committing to purchasing regenerative agriculture all across California. And you know, I had to check it out for myself. I even visited Willow C. Wood High School in Vacaville School District to see their farm school to plan in action and cooked alongside their chefs. It was incredible to see. Their kitchen was furnished with top-grade kitchen equipment to make scratch meals. And the most amazing part was it was operated by beautiful matriarchs. And trust me, the meals were fucking amazing. And this is what the farm to school plate looks like and its benefits. This is what we actually did there. That is a bibimbap bowl. Fresh vegetables, low sodium, high fiber, all that good stuff. In the United States, schools spend about $20 billion annually on school meals to contribute to environmental degradation, rooted in subsidized agriculture and intensive practices. The Farm to School program, if procured nationwide, can redirect, once again, $20 billion with the B in school meal dollars towards food producers who conserve, regenerate soil, and protect water and wildlife habitats and biodiversity, reducing energy and water consumption, food waste, and greenhouse gas emissions, all while simultaneously providing nutrient-dense foods to our school meals. Farm to School programs increase food access and nutrition security. Specifically, studies have shown that local foods are purchased, promoted, and served in cafeterias or at meal times or as a snack or in a classroom taste test. Students actually increase their participation in school food programs, consuming more fruit and vegetables, which can reduce the risk of many leading causes of illness, death, such as cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, cancer, and obesity. Fact, over the past year, in the Vacaville School District is a proven case, they've already decreased pizza consumption from students by 50%. And kids are increasing in these farm-to-school meals, increasing intake of fiber and increase of vegetables and fruits through fiber. We need to scale this all over the country and all over the world. This needs to be done now and fast. And if we're quick enough, we might just be able to curtail the emissions of greenhouse gases to protect our ecosystems and further environmental degradation. But we can't do it alone. We need your help. And today, we are asking you to advocate for universal free meals in your state, demand higher nutritional standards from your school cafeterias, and last but not least, we need to support organizations like Eat Real Certified. They need your resources, your funding, your support, and your friendship, all the above. The pandemic has made it exponentially difficult for nonprofits such as Eat Real, and we need to support them so they could do the things that they do best. Thank you.